Zetz, and welcome back to Rec and Reading. It's time to go back to school again. All right. No more of that. One thing I learned this summer is I need to wear an apron in here. So I'm gonna start off today with an apron. Yay! Most of you probably just got home from school and you're thinking it's time for an afternoon snack. Well, instead of maybe reaching in that cupboard and grabbing a Pop-Tart, let's make our own kind of healthy snack for ourselves. You can prep your stuff in advance the night before, and then when you get home from school, assemble it together. You might need some grown-ups' help because we will be using sharp knives. For the most part, you probably could assemble this yourself. This is a great project for bigs and littles. It's also a great time for littles to work on things like spreading or scooping. So, have you ever heard of ants on a log? Ants on a log is traditionally peanut butter or cream cheese on a piece of celery with raisins or craisins or blueberries spread across the top, and then you just eat that as your whole snack. But now that a lot of kids have peanut allergies, we tend to stay away from things with nuts in it. So I'm gonna show you some alternatives that I've come up with that you can give a try at home. All right, attempt number 1. Carrots with spinach dip with little tiny bell peppers as our ants. Let's try it. I got a new production assistant. Big money here. It's costing me maybe a $10 gift card at Starbucks. All right, this is our first one. We're gonna call it Ladybugs on a Log because we use the red bell pepper. All right, the next one, what we're gonna do is we are going to do guacamole, cheesy sauce on tortilla logs. So what I simply did was I got flour tortillas, I put a little cooking spray on them, and I threw them in the oven for a little bit to toast up. Now I think we're gonna use some little red ladybugs on our nacho cheese. Stop that. You're the best assistant ever. Oh, these are like huge beetles. We went from ladybugs to beetles. These are cool. These are cherry tomatoes and they're called Twilights. I've never tried one before. You wanna try one?
Sweet and savory.
So we got beetles on a board, as well as some ladybugs. What do you think? Who's ready for the next one? This one we're gonna put ranch dressing in. We are gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some carrots on with our celery. Gonna make some worms. I got this at Daiso. So we're gonna put some worms on top of our celery. You wanna give this a taste? 2 more left. Are you ready for the rest of this adventure? This is a cucumber. I like the miniature ones personally more than the other ones. They don't make me burp as much. Do you burp a lot, MJ? No? I'm dedicating this episode of Rec and Reading to Chris because it's savory. All of this is savory, and Chris, our video guy, loves savory treats. Hummus on our cucumbers with black beetles crawling across the log. And the last one, this is called pub cheese. They call it pub cheese, but it's a spreadable cheese, and it's really tasty. And then on top of that, we're gonna put pimento stuffed olives. So what I did here was, I took pieces of bread and I cut them into nice little fingers. I toasted it in the oven with a little bit of spray Pam. There you have it. That's our last version of ants on a log. Now, you can do this any way you want. You can do seaweed, you can do spreadable.
Okay, now I just have a question. How many jars of olives do you have at your house?
Right now?
Yes.
None.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't trust you.
I'm telling you, I ran out the other day, so that's why I got a lot of olives for this project, so I could take these olives home. All right, let's give this one a taste, because this is my favorite. All right, special thank you to Jenevein for helping me out as my production assistant, and special shout out to our special guest MJ who just showed up, and Again, this episode is for our friend Chris Jones, who does all our video editing, and I hope he enjoys some of this savory stuff. Until next time, make sure to stay safe and have fun!
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sarah from the Daly City Public Library. Thanks for joining us for Rec and Reading today. So I am going to be reading Miss Nelson is Missing by Harry Allard and James Marshall. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceilings. Paper planes whizzed through the air. They were the worst behaved class in the whole school. Now settle down, said Miss Nelson in a sweet voice. But the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. They were even rude during story hour. And they always refused to do their lessons. Something will have to be done, said Miss Nelson. The next morning, Miss Nelson did not come to school. Wow, yelled the kids. Now we can really act up. They began to make more spitballs and paper planes. Today, let's just be terrible, they said. Not so fast, hissed an unpleasant voice. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp. And she rapped the desk with her ruler. Where is Miss Nelson? Asked the kids. Never mind that, snapped Miss Swamp. Open those arithmetic books. Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. They could see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away, she put them to work. And she loaded them down with homework. We'll have no story hour today, said Miss Swamp. Keep your mouth shut, said Miss Swamp. Sit perfectly still, said Miss Swamp. And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry, said Miss Swamp. The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson. Maybe we should try to find her, they said. Some of them went to the police. Detective McSmog was assigned to the case. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin. He said. I think Miss Nelson is missing. Detective McSmog would not be much help. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. If she sees us, she'll give us more homework. They got away just in time. Maybe something terrible happened to Miss Nelson. Maybe she was gobbled up by a shark, said one of the kids. But that didn't seem likely. Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars, said another kid. But that didn't seem likely either. I know, exclaimed one know-it-all. Maybe Miss Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies. But that was the least likely of all. The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. Here comes the witch, they whispered. Hello, children, someone said in a sweet voice. It was Miss Nelson. Did you miss me? She asked. We certainly did, cried all the kids. Where were you? That's my little secret, said Miss Nelson. How about a story hour? Oh yes, cried the kids. Miss Nelson noticed that during story hour, no one was rude or silly. What brought about this lovely change, she asked. That's our little secret. Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet, right next to an ugly black dress. When it was time for bed, she sang a little song. I'll never tell, she said to herself with a smile. P.S. Detective McSmog is working on a new case. He is now looking for Miss Viola Swamp. So we're going to do the wheels on the bus now because that's part of school, getting back to school. So we're going to get our wheels out and we go like this. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. We're gonna do the wipers. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. Swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. We're gonna do the horn. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The driver on the bus says, move on back. Move on back, move on back. The driver on the bus says, move on back, all through the town. The babies on the bus say, wah, 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 wah. The babies on the bus say, wah, 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 all through the town. The grown-ups on the bus say, shh, shh. Grown-ups on the bus say shh, 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 all through the town. Great job, good job.
Hi Reckon Reading, my name is Cherry and today we'll be making a toilet paper roll pencil. For your supplies today, you'll need a toilet paper roll, a pair of scissors, a pink strip, foil strip, yellow paper, googly eyes, small black circle paper, tan colored paper a little bit bigger than the black one, black Sharpie, and some wet glue. Your first step is to cover the toilet paper roll with the yellow paper, the foil strip, and the pink strip. Your next step is to make a face with the googly eyes and your black Sharpie. Your last step is to glue the black circle onto the tan circle and then cut the radius and then roll it to make it the top of your pencil. And that's how you make your toilet paper roll pencil.
Hi, my name is Kristin. I work for Daly City Recreation, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 ways to make a 3D apple, which is a perfect gift for your teachers. For the first way, we're going to be making a paper ball apple. You will need red and green construction paper, scissors, and glue. First, using the red paper, cut out 10 strips a long way, and using the green paper, cut out a leaf. Lay out the strips evenly in a circle and glue them together in the middle. Glue the ends of the strips together to create a sphere shape. Paste the leaf on top and your paper ball apple is complete. For our second way, we're going to be making a paper apple. You will need red, green, and white construction paper, scissors, glue, a pencil, and a brown marker. First, you want to draw an apple shape on the red paper and cut it out. Repeat the last step 7 more times. Now you're going to want to do the exact same thing except with the white paper, making the apple shape a little bit smaller. You also want to draw apple seeds on them using the brown marker. Paste the white papers onto the red ones and fold them in half. Using the green paper, cut out a stem and leaf. To start assembling your apple, glue one side of the folded apple shape to another, repeating the process until you use all the papers. Glue the stem and leaf to the top of your apple. Lastly, glue the two ends together and your 3D apple is complete. For the third way, we are going to be making a pom-pom apple. You will need red, green, and brown yarn, scissors, and tape. First, you want to cut a piece of green and brown yarn that is about a foot long each. Set that aside and grab your red yarn. With the red yarn, start wrapping it around your fingers. The more yarn you use, the more fuller the pom-pom will be. Once you are done, cut the yarn and carefully place it on top of the brown piece of yarn and tie it together. Make a loop with the green yarn, securing it with tape, and tie the string around your pom-pom. Carefully cut the loops of the red yarn and trim the ends. Trim the brown yarn to look like a stem and your apple pom-pom is complete. And there you have it, 3 ways to make a 3D apple. I hope you enjoyed this craft and I'll see you next time.
We are going to read Llama, Llama Back to School. This is an Anna Dewdney book, and it is by Reed Duncan and illustrated by J.T. Morrow. Summer's here with all its fun. Llama hopes it's never done. Fishing, hiking, slip and slide, backyard camping, picnic time. Farmer's market for yummy fruit. Town square band plays drums and flute. Mini golf, bike and boat, fireflies, castles, moats. Breakfast late, lazy days, all week long for all our play. Backyard picnic, family, friends, but fall is on its way again. Mama Llama points to the date. School starts soon, and it won't wait. Summer's coming to a close. Time to shop for new school clothes. Hot, hot sun. Long car ride. Do I have to go inside? Swallowed by pants, squeezed into shoes. This is the last thing Llama wants to do. Water bottle, new lunchbox, backpack, sweater, shirt and socks. Mama spots another store. Llama wails, "My hooves are sore." Back at home, pants too long, Mama hems and hums a song. Make the lunch and healthy snacks, lay out clothes and new backpack. Tuck and kiss, thought so sorely. Morning comes so bright and early. Goodbye to Mama, now school begins. Hello teacher, hello friends. Crayons, paper, be on time. Don't push or shove, stand in line. Do not shout, raise your hand. Welcome all. Now here's the plan. Lunch in cubbies, coats on hooks, clay and paint, music, books. Look, over there, a new someone. He's not happy, not having fun. Come with us, don't be scared. Here, take mine, we can share. Choose some colors, get supplies. Sit next to me, dry your eyes. Yes, like this, hold and glue. Way to go, it takes two. Now we've all learned something new. Llama friends and teacher too. Llama, Llama, back to school. Welcome back to school. We have 5 apples in this tree. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna sing a song called Way Up High in the Apple Tree. So if you're at home listening, you can actually participate. We're gonna shake the apple tree, so you can practice shaking the apple tree, and then we're gonna count and see how many apples we can eat from this tree. So we're gonna start like this. We go way up high in the apple tree. 5 little apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple, it was good. So now we have 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 apples left. We sing way up high in the apple tree. 4 little apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple, it was good. Now we have 1, 2, 3 left. Way up high in the apple tree. 3 little apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple, it was good. Now there's only 1, 2 left, 2 red ones, right? So we sing way up high in the apple tree. 2 little apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple, it was good. 1 left. Let's see if we could eat it and get it first. Going way up high in the apple tree. 1 little apple smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple, it was good. Oh, now we have a tummy ache. We ate 5 apples. Good job. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, Reckon Reading. My name is Cherry, and today we'll be making a toilet paper roll crayon. For your supplies today, you'll need a toilet paper roll, black Sharpie, green paper, a green circle, 2 thin black strips of paper, googly eyes, and wet glue. Your first step is to cover the toilet paper roll with the green paper and put the black thin strips at the top and the bottom. Your next step is to add the googly eyes and a face. Your last step is to roll the circle into a cone shape and glue it on top of the crayon. And that's how you make your toilet paper roll crayon. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Reckon Readers, it's me, Zetz. Jenny is my special guest coming back today. On our very first Reckon Reading videos we ever did a number of years ago, this was Jenny. And now this is Jenny today. What grade are you in now? 7th grade. Last time she was here, we made our own version of lemon cookies. It was really good. It was lemon sandwich cookies. Today, what we're going to be making is we're going to be making some apple raspberry breakfast muffins. All right, let's make a mess. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup melted butter, 1/2 cup milk, 2 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons vanilla, the juice of 1 lemon, and lemon zest as well. You'll also need 1 cup of chopped apples and 1 cup raspberries, fresh or frozen. The frozen ones you'll be able to chop up, put in your recipe, and you'll have good sized pieces of raspberry throughout. The fresh ones will break up as you fold it in. The first thing I'm going to show you is if you don't have a microplane, a way you can zest the lemon. You're going to go ahead and get a potato peeler. It's going to try to get the skin off without getting a lot of the white onto a cutting board. Then you can just sit there and you can chop it up. Fold it back in and go back through. You can do this a couple times until it's tiny pieces. It's going to go ahead and get baked in your product, so it will soften up a bit. It's going to bring some nice oils and lemon flavors into your treat. Baking is a great after-school project to do with your kids. It helps you work on fractions, math, and maybe even a little laundry. That's a life lesson. .350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until a toothpick comes out nice and clean. This is our raspberry apple breakfast muffin made by our very special guest chef, Jenevein. And we have an official taste tester for the city and county of MJ's World. So MJ here is going to give us his opinion about our muffin. They're still a little warm and toasty, so nice and open them. Does anybody want any butter for theirs? Okay, open it up and I'll give you a little butter. I'll put a little butter on mine. Oh, these are really good. All right, everybody, that's it for this episode of Reckon Reading. Until next time, make sure to stay safe and have fun!